Hello, Sean. How you doing? I got a quick question for you. How do you listen to music? But before we get into that, let's talk about your video. What is your worst video? Or mine in this case. Well, that's a not particularly easy question to answer. The question we have to ask is, what are we defining as my worst video? Are we going to talk about, let's say, for example, just for the shits and giggles, shall we? Are we talking about, the video that has gotten the least amount of views? There's multiple of those that have got absolutely zero views. Are we talking about the one that is the most chopped? Well, there's lots of chopped videos. Most of my early content is godforsaken quality, and hell, there's been periods where I've had plenty of technical issues and my quality of video has been terrible. Hell, we could argue that halfway through this video until I turned this light on, my camera was terrible, and that made this a bad video. So we have to kind of question what in this case defines the worst video. I would say that let's go by yours. Which video am I the least proud of? What is the video that has the least amount of entertainment value on this channel, the least amount of purpose, something that I regret uploading, and I'm basically one step above deleting in the first place? What video has absolutely no redeemable value? What video could it be argued that I am ashamed? Well, on a certain level, I don't want to just pick like a slapdash crap piece of content because that's too easy. What is a thing that I find that I put genuine effort into that I find no irredeemable value that you could sit here and watch and have some level of shame over? You know, I would say that almost all of the content, if not all of the content I've made, has a purpose, has a use, has a idea of which we could argue, has its niche, has its purpose, has its need. Um, so what do I choose to define as the worst video I've made? And I've given it some thought. And this is the only video on the channel that's like this. That isn't just like a dumbass re-upload from like a TikTok video I saw that I thought was funny. It is this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Olive Loaf. Olive Loaf is a video on this channel that is a story about when I was working at a deli. Somebody came in and ordered 4 pound, 3.5 to 4 pounds of olive loaf. And it was the descent into insanity. If you want to read the script I made for it, it's in the Discord underneath the member section. Literally it's just a $3 Ko-Fi sub or a Twitch Prime subscription, and you can read it. And this is the video that it was. Now, the thing is that I wasn't able to get the voiceover the way I wanted to. I didn't have the equipment and like the voice for it, nor really did I have like, I nor did I want to spend the 4 hours, cutting everything together trying to find all the imagery. So I took the lazy way out. I made it with AI. I made it with AI. And that is the reason why I choose to say that the olive loaf video by HIMediaTV is the worst video on my channel, even though this one came out in the year of our Lord 2025. Because I am ashamed of this piece of content. It is bad. It's lazy. Arguably more lazy than any other video I really have on my channel by far. And yeah, fuck this video. But on to the main question. How do you listen to music? So the reason, and I want to be very clear, I want to add some barometers before we get into the details of this question, right? The thing you have to understand here is I'm not saying, do you listen on a phone? Do you listen on a Walkman? Do you listen through Spotify? Do you listen through YouTube Music? I'm asking, how do you organize, like listen to your music on a granular level? Do you listen to just random radio and what things are? Do you have do you like listen to an artist on shuffle? Or are you like me, in which you have one playlist, one singular playlist, where you just have, say, 160 tracks with music that just is good in your brain? Because this is essentially how I listen to music. I will put this on shuffle, or I will listen to the top videos because these are the ones like that are in my brain the most. And then I'll shuffle specifically when I get bored with, and I want to try like listening to some old stuff. The song that, at least right now, that I'm really listening to over and over again is what's the scenario freestyle by Coast Contra, and I really like it. It's really dope. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, how do you listen to music? And tell me what platform and method of music you listen to. What kind of headphones you have? Be as liberal with it as you want. Sean, can't wait to see your response in the video. And to you, the viewer, let me know in the comments. This is a conversation. You're an important part of it too. And Sean, I'll see you in the next one.